Ginger Man! I love this place. It's such a great track. Welcome to Gridlife. Looks like Time Attack's out right now. Here you go. Oh no! Who's off?
So, while I was at Gingerman, something kind of dawned upon me. The blue car in this picture is Peter's car. Peter's a super, super nice guy. And he had a brake failure. And it was spooky because you see Time Attack go out and you don't see him come around. Then you see the ambulance and the wrecker go out and you're like, oh shit. Um, it's really unfortunate because the man busts his ass to get into Time Attack and to have a competitive car, and they have spent so much time, effort, and money building that car up, and then this happens. I feel horrible for him. But it was very eye-opening for the rest of the paddock as to the importance of having certified FIA safety equipment, having a Hans device, and having proper safety equipment, and what it does when it works effectively. It's made me very much rethink my safety equipment, and I will likely be buying a hybrid Hans device before I do any more track days because, I mean, luckily there was a lot of medical staff on hand, and Dr. Halka took care of him as well. So it was still very spooky to see someone have an off and be pretty shaken up, even with modern safety equipment. It just shows that, like, I'm getting in my 30s now, so like an accident like that would do substantially more damage to myself than it would to someone who's young and fit and in shape like Peter is. It was very eye-opening for the safety aspect of time attack, HPE days, and just general track driving overall. It really made me sit down and think, man, I really, really should reevaluate this, because my own safety and my well-being is very, very important, because you can't really put a price on perpetual back pain for the rest of your life. And a $600-$800 Hans device might save you a shit ton of money. So definitely something to think of and to keep in mind when you're doing your next sweet build that is going to break Instagram.
So we get matching sides.
Yeah, that's pretty old and beat up. Oh my god. That is just beat to shit. It's probably going to cool a lot better as well.
Yeah, that's looking like the version 1 through 5 slanty intercoolers.
True life, addicted to shit boxes. And this will actually have audio this time. It won't just have us yelling at the camera and everything. Like a bunch of psychopath minds yelling at things. The last time I did that, I put too much fluid in it, and I shot hot distilled water into my own face. Yeah, it wasn't my greatest moment. I quoted the Alex Johnson's like, I'm kind of retarded. It's not as bad as looking at the drain plug on the radiator. That was pretty bad. Hitting the compressor on and everything. Got the fancy thermostat in there. It's amazing when it has Freon, it works. What a surprise. But it's not a shitty old 20-year-old condenser that's pissing fluid everywhere. It works. What a rapid surprise.
One more year and she's 20 years old.
I know. 20 years old, and a year after that, Adam, it'll be 10 years of ownership.
I just recently found out the STI was a July of 2003 build, so that was like one of the very first ones.
Oh, yeah. That's like first U.S. That's up there with Daryl's. I think Daryl's is July or August or something.
His was, yeah, I think his was August. So that was pretty cool to find
5x100?
I converted over 5x114.
That's my boy. Top Gear, top tip. Switch to 5x114.
Yeah.
Because if you do, then you don't have to be locked into poverty bolt patterns your entire life.
Oh, I know.
And OEM BBS wheels are $150 each.
Oh, they're cheaper than that. I picked up that set for $350 from...
It's great.
Oh god, what's his name? Scott Bento?
Scott's a good dude. Also, old school time attack lunatic. Wow, it's not really pulling much down there. Let's go see how cold it is. Oh, that's chilly. That's really chilly. It's like 64 degrees. It's like, what, 85 ambient out right now?
It's
Yeah, it's 82 in here, and it's already at like 62 in there, which is great. I'm gonna drive back in comfort. I'll edit a video and then go fuck with the BMW tonight and threaten to burn it. I'm gonna buy another, if I find another Bug-Eye AC compressor that's lightly used or sitting, I'm buying that so fast. Oil? Do we need to add more oil to it, or should it be okay?
Should be okay. I'm gonna put another juice of dye in it once I get it all the lines off.
Checking for leaks. This also works for your gas lines at your home. Fun tip. That looks good. Way better than before. You're not taking parts of the condenser casting out with you. So, this casting effectively failed, which was fun. Yeah, here's the actual piece.
Line broke off right
So
in.
the line just snapped. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what it did. It's so old shitbox problems, and this thing is just friggin' beat. It lived a good life, 20 years. 20 years. That's one of the oddest failures.
To the scrapyard you go.
Yep. With the other pile of Bug-Eye parts that are already there. Let's go check and see the thermostat of how cool it is. Oh yeah. You can feel it.
Yeah, not too bad.
Nice and chill.
Yeah, we'll go for a quick run around the block to see what it drops on, because once you get air going over the condenser too, that should technically get cooler
Yeah.
as well.
It doesn't work that great while it's sitting.
Right,
needs-
fans can only do so much.
I'm interested in how better the cooling package is going to work overall, though, because that old condenser isn't going to be gobbing stuff up. Because it's got 20 years of trash in it.
Yeah, all the cottonwood and trees and shit.
We learned that at a data center once, all our condensers got clogged up. Father's Day, I get emails. Server room at 85 degrees. Server room at 90 degrees. Server room at 105 degrees. Uh-oh.
So the car has factory functional HVAC now again, and everything is wonderful. Drives fantastic. Pilot's 4S's, great tires. Literally no complaints. E85 is absolutely wonderful. We're staging now and collecting parts to do the power steering overhaul, and that's the last original part on this car. So that's going to be pretty huge once that's done. Going from a 15-to-1 to a 12-to-1 rack is going to be pretty good. And that trim piece needs replaced because high-speed runs will blow it off and everything. But I'm very, very happy with how the car drives now. Just continuing to do some maintenance and probably going to do some upgrades here in the oil control and braking areas to continue to keep this car running well, and refurbish some of the exterior items as well, and probably end up getting around to actually wrapping the car yellow and installing the June bumper that has been sitting in my basement for now a year, so I should probably stop being so lazy and actually get around to that. So